Hello traders, welcome back to my channel Options Trader Today. So in today's video we are going to look at the latest gold XAU USD move and build a clear today trading plan. We'll check today's price action and the news that can move gold tomorrow and day after. Let's get straight into it. As you can see, the gold now trading at a level of $4212.635. Okay, and we have seen gold is quite volatile. Yes, you look at this particular trend upside, then after making the highs we have seen a downfall and a clear U pattern is formed. Then there is a probability that if the price keep moving off this level, a probability of crossing 4232 is there. This is the zone and this level is already weak, so probability can be high. Understand, if it started going above 4219, there is a probability of crossing 4232 will be there, and if it started going upside, probability of crossing 4246 and a probability of further high can be seen. Okay, gold today has been extremely volatile. We saw strong buying pressure coming in, mostly because the US dollar weakened, bond yield slipped. That normally gives a boost because when the dollar falls, as I've clearly mentioned you, dollar falls, gold become cheaper and globally. Okay, we also saw safe haven being buying. Traders are positioning early ahead of major economic data coming this week. So overall today's tone is bullish. This is a 15 minutes chart. Okay, I'll show you a 2 hour chart also and a day wise chart also. This is the perfect setup for 2 days trading plan. On a 15 minutes chart, as you can see, gold has been creating higher end lows, which is a sign that bulls are still in control. Now here's the key. For tomorrow, the first support zone, you have to understand, a strong support zone is at a level of around 4192 and the next supporting zone at 4174. Now for tomorrow, the first support zone I'm watching is around where today's intraday pullback paused. If price, here's the key. For tomorrow, the first support zone I'm watching is around where today's intraday pullback paused, as you can see in this zone. If the price dips back into the level and creates a bullish candle, then hammer first buy zone. You have to understand, hammer or a engulfing candle will form, that can be seen as a first buying zone. But if gold stays above this intraday support, okay, that means if it keep moving above level of 4190, there is a probability that we can see push back towards the local resistance, that is at around $4230, and this is already being weak, so chances are high we can, which is higher and create earlier today chart. There is a buying towards dip at support and avoid chasing tops, book profit on these resistance level. Okay, gold is moving nicely in a channel slope, play the dip, not the breakout. Now on a 2 hour chart, you will understand how the price has moved so long. Okay, if you look at the 2 hour chart, we have seen this is creating two patterns, similar pattern, and then a fall. So if the price keeps us moving above a level of 4216, we can see there can be a rise and a probability of going towards 4219 will be there. And if the price going above that level, probability of going towards 4231 is there, and if that sustain, a further high can be seen towards 4245, and this is the level, if it sustain, a further upside can be seen. Okay, now looking at this particular chart, what you can see, if you look at the 2 hour chart, you will understand how the price is moving towards in these 2 hours frame. So we can see on the basis of 2 hours, chances are very high that we can see the next resistance coming at a level of around 4246. Okay, so gold is showing a very clear structure and we are holding our strong support zone that price has tested multiple times. As long as gold stayed above this zone, the next we can see it in 1 or 2 days, the bull remain in control and a probability of going further upside can be seen closing above today's high. Okay, so we can see the next supply zone become the target, which is the next major resistance. However, if gold breaks below 2 hours support, which is $199, if it breaks this level, so this support become a deciding level for tomorrow and the day after. Now coming back on a daily frame, so you'll understand how the daily frame is, so you can easily calculate where the price of gold is trying to show us. Okay, now if you look at this trend on the daily time frame, we have seen that the price is showing a good trend towards an upside, because we have seen yesterday there is a sharp fall making a low of around 41.62 dollars, as you can see looking at this particular chart, 41.64. On a daily time frame, gold is still in uptrend, as you can see looking at this chart, and it is trying to go and making a new high. Okay, and daily candle from the last few sessions showing strong bullish interest. If today's daily candle close strong, especially near the upper half, then gives us a high probability of continuation towards the next resistance. Okay, so if it sustain, a probability of going towards 42.30 can be seen, and if the price moving off that level, we can see it can touch a level of 42.37. And once started keeping over this level, if it started sustaining this particular resistance, which is very important, then a probability of going towards a level of 42.65, then towards the next level of 43.30. And if that sustain, a further upside can be seen towards 43.72 dollars. Okay, but if today's close with a long wick on the top, then tomorrow on the next we could see some correction first before any fresh rally. So the daily chart tells us the overall trend is bullish, but we need to watch how today close to predict the next 2 days. Okay, and if it started keeping moving below a level of 4195 dollars, then towards a level of 4176, from there a bounce back can be seen. But if that didn't bounce back, we can see it can move towards 4140 to a level of 4134 dollars. Okay, so it can close in the next two, how today it closed, so predict the next 2 days. Okay, so these coming factors can move gold sharply. The US movement, if dollar weakens, gold will rise. Bond, lower bond, he help gold move up. US economic data, employment, inflation, PMI, anything weaker than expected support. Fed comments, any hint of rate cut pushes gold higher. And geopolitical tension, safe haven demand can spike. So the next 48 hours, these are the triggers you must monitor. Gold react fast to news, especially USD and yield movement. So here's the short summary for the next 2 days. Okay, watch intraday supports, buy dip, not breakout. This is what we see on the buying dip. If it keeps moving above this level, then we can see there can be a further upside. But if it started going below level 4200, a further fall can be seen. 2 hour support is the big decision zone. If gold breaks above today's high, upside continuation is likely. If the breaks below support, expect correction. News can cause sudden spikes, so stay alert. Trade small, keep your stop loss, trail your SL, keep the target, and let the market show the direction. Okay, alright traders, that's the good update gold analysis. If you found this helpful, hit like and subscribe and comment below where you think gold is heading in the next 48 hours. I'll update you again tomorrow. Until then, trade safe, stay disciplined.